Thank you very much for joining another GoDaddy Pro EMEA meetup. Today is May 3, and today we have an amazing guest. His name is Sumant Lohar, and he will be talking to us about two very interesting topics. First topic is the color. I'm in love with colors, though I only wear blue and black, but I really appreciate all other colors as well. But having these preferences surely would actually have effect on, if you're a web designer or developer, on the type of products, actually websites that you design. So without our own personal preferences, there are some logical solutions behind and schemes behind it we will be. Sure, Shanta, thank you very much for joining. So surely we will be talking about colors that actually work. And one more very great thing that we will be talking about is testimonials. So Sumant, without further ado, please let us know, first of all, how are you today?
I'm
And
I'm doing good. So how are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm enjoying this spring day. We still didn't receive some. We didn't get the summer yet. So, but surely, but slowly, we will get there, and
Sure.
hopefully, also, it will be very healthy for all of us. So today, you're going to be talking to us about colors and testimonials. Can you tell me, please, why do you think colors and testimonials are one of the prerequisites, actually, of successful online shop or a successful website in general?
Like we have a different mediums of communication. So just like that, colors has its own language. If we can say it's a form of language which directly connects to our audience or people. So that it diminishes the efforts and everything. So that's the importance today for every branding efforts. And the secondly, when we talk about customer testimonials, it's all about trustworthiness. So while we have trustworthiness, when we achieve that from customers, so that we can generate more leads and conversions at the same time. So that's the importance of that.
This is awesome. Maybe it's not only me. Maybe also our dear friends in the chat could also tell us. For instance, for me, the most color that I see lately is blue.
Yeah.
So, so maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's because I love blue color, or I just noticed this color. But I've noticed, like for instance, for technical or IT companies, usually it's blue. Then for some medical companies, they use white and red combinations. And does that have anything to do with what we're going to be talking about? Is this something, because we meet this type of things every day? So are we on a good track?
Yes, that's definitely today we are going to cover everything about colors and you will be getting all the answers about that. Yes.
Awesome. Without further ado, I will leave the floor to you. I will just
Sure.
minimize myself and I'll be in the chat.
Yes.
And if you need me, I will just come back as a genie back to the screen and say and respond to any. Thank you very much.
Sure. So are you able to see the presentation? Okay, okay, fine. So let's begin with the presentation. So today our topic is like about decoding color psychology and customer testimonials. What will be the what will be the importance of color psychology? What will be the importance of customer testimonial, and how we can use in our business for our clients' business? This all will be covered today in our topics. So first, let me take a moment and introduce a little bit about me. So I'm a development success manager at Unlimited WP. I'm also a podcaster at WP Charcha, powered by Unlimited WP. I'm also a tech blogger at Blogospedia, and I have been talking at WordCamp speaker as a WordCamp speaker. So let us start with today's agenda. We have separated two different agendas so that it becomes a little bit easier for you to understand. First, let us talk about color psychology. So we have basics about color psychology. What do colors tell about your brand? Select colors for your brand in COVID-19, in today's situation. Some points to consider for color psychology, quick branding tips with color psychology, and some resources we'll be also talking. The other side, we have customer testimonial. How can customer testimonials leverage your business? Types of customer testimonials, some points to consider for customer testimonial, quick branding tips with customer testimonial, and some resources. So let us begin with color psychology. But before we begin and start discussing about color psychology, let us take it's like a small activity, and take a moment for just 1 minute. Please close your eyes and think of we have a countdown here. Think of a color or something which always relaxes you. For a minute, let us close our eyes and think for a color that always motivates you, that always relaxes you. Yes, because we are always busy with our schedules and something, so we always have our own preferences with colors. So always that color relaxes you. We all have our own preferences, so let us think about that color and just keep in your mind for now. Okay, the countdown is ending. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so now let us think of this screen. When you open your eyes slowly, if you see these three colors, you can write it in chat also. Which always relaxes you after seeing these three colors? Is it black? Is it red? Or is it light green that you can always think of? Yes, we are getting some good responses from that. Yes. Any other color that you can think of? And can you give just in one word why you all like light green in our screen that we can see? Is there any reason for that, liking our green, light green color?
Sumant, we don't
Yeah,
see your, I mean, we see the duplication of the screen.
yeah.
Okay, now it's better.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry
thank
for
you.
that. Okay. So why everyone loves light green color here? Is there any answer, specific answer for that? Yes. Okay. Fine. So as we see that light green always gives us relaxation feeling. It's related to nature. So let us discuss about color psychology. What is color psychology? So it helps to interpret human behavior. Now human behavior has different perceptions and everything, so it helps to interpret, to analyze what the human is about to behave in a manner. Secondly, it is also a visual form of communication that does not require any words to define, but it automatically expresses itself. Thirdly, every color has its own story. That's why when we talk about branding, what we say is, while we are talking about a brand story, we resonate that brand story with the color so that it easily reflects to the people. This is the third thing. Fourth thing, a color influences emotions, mood, and interest. When we talk about emotions, it's static in nature to some extent. When we talk about mood, it always keeps on changing. You are sometimes happy, you are sometimes feeling fearful, you are sometimes feeling angry, you are feeling tired. So these are the different moods that we can think of. Interest, we may have interest in reading books, we may have interest in driving a car, We may have interest in going to a restaurant or something. So that stays for longer. So this is here what we can think of. Next, what do colors tell about your brand? When a visitor comes to your website, or they see the logo or a website color, what they what they make out from that. So we have gray, mainly we have 6 colors, but here we have also included white as well as black color, because white is also we can consider it for healthy and cleanliness, and when we talk about black, so it's like a classy and elegant color. So we have different meanings for different colors, like for green, prosperity, nature, stability, friendliness, playfulness, vitality for orange, eye-catching, happiness and optimism for yellow, trustworthy, secure, openness, blue. We know that blue is mostly used by many companies because it gives us some trustworthiness in our work or in everything. Luxury, royalty, creativity for purple, healthiness, cleanliness, and simplicity for white, modern, powerful, classy for black, and attention grabbing, excitement and passion for red color. Because when we see a sale of something for a particular brand or something, our eyes always grabs towards that sale or some options. So this is the colors what we see for a brand and how we can make out of it. Next, what do colors tell about your brand? So that's we are just continuing. If you keep keep these things in your mind, color, we know that color psychology is completely based on color. So what color means? Color means communicative for C. O for omnipresent. Omnipresent means it's present everywhere. Our brand should be present everywhere, so it resonates at every places. People should remember each and every time. That's why today every brand focuses on colors, primary colors and secondary colors as well. Next is L, lucrative. It's not always for just selecting colors, but that color which we select for our brand, it should benefit us also. Secondly, it's outperforming. It should be keep improving and provide us with good results. Next, R, ravishing or reachable. It should be reachable to each and every person. When it is reachable to every person, then only we get more engagement, more leads and higher conversions each and every time. Next, we are knowing that rest of the world, when it's coming out of the COVID, and in India also situations are a bit improving. But so at this time, how brands can think of colors, selecting colors? Be very specific in selecting 2 colors. When we talk about 2 colors, that should be primary colors, as we can see. But take the lighter colors from this 8 colors that we can see. Select 1 color for CTA, call to action buttons across your website. So there should be 1 CTA color across all your website. That always helps you for lead generations. Use light shades and healthy colors like white, yellow, orange, green and pink. We always talk about colors, what it gives us message and everything. But have we thought what results can we achieve from these colors? Maybe or maybe not. So let's little bit take a look at this. Green color, we can use it for creating buzzword for our services or products for our business. Next is orange color. It engages audience for creativity. If we are focused on creativity part, or if you want to offer something at affordable price, we can always use orange color. Next is yellow color, which helps to take analytical approach and trigger decision making. If you want people to take decisions quickly, then use yellow color for that. Next is blue color. We know blue is for trustworthiness. So if you want to build trust for your brand, so use trust building color, that is blue, with implementing social proof for higher leads. Next is purple color. When you want to, if you have a e-commerce store, for example, and if you want to sell women or children related products, this is the best color you can think of. When you want to offer something unlimited, like if it is pizza or whatever it may be, then also purple color is the best one. Next is white color. As we know that white is always related to healthcare. So if any healthcare services is there, you can think of this. Or if any furniture is there, like any, some lavish furniture or something, you can think of this color white. If you want to sell some expensive and ambitious colors, like some products or services, you can think of black color. Suppose if you want to sell a car, if you want to sell some jewelry, you want to sell something which is very ambitious, like people want to achieve that through your services or products, you can use this black color on your website. Last is red color. When you want to offer on sell something, so when you write sell in red color, or when you put in a red color in your button or somewhere, it automatically grabs the attention of the people. So this helps. So this is the, this particular table helps to understand what results can you achieve from these 8 colors. So this is very useful for everyone. Yeah. Next, some points to consider for color psychology. When you are selecting a color psychology, have a clear message for the color that you select for your brand. Next, do not overuse colors if not required, as that may end up in disastrous situation. What happens is, in hurry, or in sometimes we do not have a strategy for our brand. In that case, we randomly select any color, we put up on our website, we implement in our logos, and the situation becomes worse than ever. So please take a look and be careful about this. Next is think from the user's perspective. When we commonly ask any one of them, what we get the answer is, okay, I like blue color, I like yellow color, I like orange color. That's fine, that's our personal preferences. But when we are working for our brand, when we are putting it in front of the audience, we have to think of audience, what they pursue, what they think, and how will they react to our colors that we have selected. So take appropriate steps for that. Next, colors are the most influenced medium of establishing connection between a user and a brand. It automatically helps you, your brand, and the audience to connect with each other. It really helps. You do not have to do much efforts for that, because your color automatically speaks for that. Next, it has direct impact on psychological, the mindset, emotional, and biological conditions of a human being. Psychological means what people think of something. Emotions is, are they looking at the color brand of your company or something, what they react. So that's emotional. What are they feeling happy? Are they feeling bored? Or are they feeling sad? So that's the thing. Biology conditions means taking some actions. If the color is very attractive, that hand movement, okay, I want to take the action, I want to purchase this product, so it automatically triggers the hand movements or your actions to take some next step. So that's also very important for your brand. It has direct impact on, so this is how we talk. Now the main thing that we want to keep in mind is, if you are clear with user persona, business goals, and always have at least 1 or 2 business goals, because if you have more than 2, you will be going in many directions, so that will never help you. So be careful with that. Next, demand. Always look for the demand where you can find within your industry, whatever industry may be. Look for the demand where it's that you can fit in. If you find that, it's always going to benefit you, either today or after 2 years or after 3 years. Next, your product or service. So be sure either you want to sell your product or either you want to sell your service. And how many products or how many services. Do not start with many products. Always come up with one product, do research work, do surveys, feedbacks and everything. And one by one, taking the consideration of your color choice and your product or service, move forward. This will ultimately give you success. Next, quick branding tips with color psychology. When we are thinking of selecting a color, make your brand more responsive and reachable. It should reach to people. If it is not reaching, if your colors are not reaching, or if you are not reaching through any communication using right set of colors, it has no meaning. Your all efforts goes in vain. Next, make it easier to sell your services, products with minimal efforts, because now you have selected a right amount of colors, so it automatically helps you to connect with people. Next, a good color choice helps to trigger inner sense within a buyer. When you have a good color choice, it automatically helps or motivates a buyer to think of taking next action. Choose wise colors that improves overall readability of the content. That's very important. However you have a good website, however you have a good content, but if the colors are not right, or if it's not readable, it 100%, or if you say, drastically changes the engagement ratio. So please be careful with that. Simplify the judgment for people through colors, because more than 90% people prefer buying through seamless visual experience. Through visual experience, or looking at colors or the visibility or overall UX design, people make judgment for the products, services that you are offering on your website. So please take care of that. Selecting a brand color helps people to feel and purchase a product. What does it mean? Means you have a product, you have a service, and you have a right choice of color. So that color helps people to feel that product or service and take a decision whether to buy or not. So that always works for you. Next, this is just the observation that I think. Three observations here: Google logo, WordPress logo, and GoDaddy's overall web color, which is in black color. Google in 1996, the first logo was released. Thereafter, Ruther Kether in 1998 designed the original logo for Google. They selected four colors. We know that Google has now four colors. It reflects modernized approach for color selection. Next, WordPress logo. We know that it has blue color. It reflects trustworthiness and openness. Openness means we are well versed with the fact that how welcoming is WordPress community, because you have that openness and you are able to feel and you are able to experience that. Let's take a last example is GoDaddy. So when we visit GoDaddy's website, you see that it is in black color, all the options, the footer and everything. So what it resonates: authoritative, elegance with exclusivity. So this is something that triggers our mind. Okay, we want to stay more on this website and we want to take more actions on that. So this is the thing, and this is some of the resources for color understanding more in depth about color psychology. If you have any questions till now, you can type it in chat, or we can discuss at later stage also.
Hey, Sumant, can you share those links with us here while you are here? Maybe we can just share them in a chat, so it would be easier for everyone to get it. I also have a question for you. I mean, we're talking about colors, and WordPress is all about and the accessibility, of course. So how about people, for instance, who are having issues in distinguishing the colors? Are there any tools that they could use, for primary and secondary colors, like for the background and perhaps the font that could go along with this? Have you seen anything that people could be like rechecking, perhaps even for themselves? Maybe I think the black and the green go together, but in the end, maybe there is a study actually saying no, don't go like that.
Yeah, of course, there are lots of tools that, color tools that we can use. We said a color wheel. So if we, take that help, we can always come out with a good color combination. Because if we select colors randomly, uh, there are chances that we may miss out something. But if we take the help of color wheels or some of the tools like Cooler, I think Cooler dot something is website is there. You can take their help and you can get their color right for your website or for your brand. Yes.
Sure, awesome. I think that's great. If you can just put these links in the chat so we can continue later. I still have a couple of more questions related to color, and most probably I will ask them in the end. But now, for now on, let's continue to the second part. Thank you.
Sure, sure. I'll just put this links uh, at a later part. Is it fine?
Sure, you can just put it in the chat. I mean, if it's okay with you.
Okay.
Because I believe, yeah, exactly. Because I think it's going to be, I mean, more easier for people just to get it now instead of waiting for the presentation or perhaps retyping it,
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Awesome. So far, I don't know about others, but I did learn a lot, and I'm trying to actually confirm. I never thought that purple would lead to online shopping, but now when I see, I mean, when you see the WooCommerce offer, the WooCommerce colors that they use, it's actually white and purple.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And the blue, what I've seen, for instance. How about? Okay, I'll ask my questions later. I don't want to stop you now. Thank you.
No, sure. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now let us move towards customer testimonials, which is also an integral part for any of the business. Either you are a freelancer, you are a developer, you have a brand, or you have a startup, or you are coming up with your own agency, whatever may be. Customer testimonials are very important. And to begin with, before I start with this explanation, let me tell you something very short. If you do not have any customer testimonials, like if you are starting something new, so focus on your core parts, like what you want to deliver. If your message is very clear, it automatically slowly helps to gain momentum as well as leads. So if you do not have testimonials, you can try out with delivering your message on each and every social media platforms. So that way also you can achieve testimonials slowly once you get clients and everything, if you do not have on first stage. Yeah. So what is customer testimonial? It is a form of expressing one's view when he or she has taken up your services or product, or when they have some experience with your brand or your services or your products. So this is something that to be taken. Here, people provide genuine reasons of their likes or dislikes for a particular brand. You may be, visiting many e-commerce websites or some of the like Google My Business or something. We may find reviews, feedbacks, and everything. So people are actually experiencing that products or services, and they are putting up some of the feedbacks that what they feel about that. So it automatically helps your brand to go next level, as well as helps others to take the decision. So this is the thing. Next, businesses often get endorsements and recommendations through their customers. Influencers even today plays a vital role in triggering the products or services for a brand, or even industry expert, because sometimes even industry experts we see in conferences or something, if they have used some products or services, they generally they do not just stick to one or two things, but they normally talk about 5 or 6 products or services that they always look of. So this is the thing. How can customer testimonials leverage your business? Now, start engaging with people on social media for more visibility. This is the best method and easiest way to do things. Here, I'm not talking about doing the paid advertisement or starting with that. You can easily, create some engaging post, simple, and start with organic approach. So commonly you can, establish a connection with your audience. Second, craft a beautiful email for the customers who recently purchased your product or service, addressing how valuable they are for the brand. Usually what happens, we have seen that when someone purchases a product or service from your website or store, uh, the message or the email that we send is just auto generated or something. Instead, just try for the personalized approach. If you make them feel special about something, it automatically triggers them to recommend to others also. Personalize your each message that will encourage leads to take the action. For example, they have been visiting your websites since let's say for 5 days, and they are not able to take action, or they are not taking action. What you can do is send them personalized, because you know that this particular person is visiting website since 5 days. So send them personalized message on website, on social media platforms or through emails or something. So this will help them to take action, or you will understand where they are stuck at this point of time. Next, it helps brand to gain trustworthiness among the people. If you have a very good customer testimonials and something, it automatically helps your brands or your business to gain trustworthiness among other people, other groups of people. Helps to build everlasting relationship with people and earn stability within the industry. So if you have a good relation with customers and something, it automatically helps you to sustain that competitive level even within your industry for longer years. So this is really very important in today's time. Next, where can you place this customer testimonials on your website? So you can place it on sliders, you can place it on just above the footer on the homepage we normally see. Have a dedicated customer success stories page, contact us page, landing page. Either we have landing page for products or services or something that we are coming up. Then we have a product or service page. So all these places you can put up your the customer testimony. This will help people to take the next action. And this is the simplest formula that you can remember when you're working on customer testimonial. That is trust, because customer testimonial is all dependent on trust. So what is trust? T for truthfulness, R for reliability, U for uniformity. Uniformity means consistency in what you are providing or what you are offering. S means spirited. If your brand or its promotions are very much energetic, automatically people will want to engage with your brand. Tactical, you should always have 3 to 4 strategies ready with you. If you have that, it will always help you while you are working on customer testimonials. Have this checklist on your mind: how to get, write, use, share, showcase, gather customer testimonials. If you get the answers for these 6 things, it's done, and you can easily crack any deals. So this is the thing. For example, we know that today it's COVID situation in many countries and some are recovering. Today in COVID situation, when the traveling is not certain at this time, we know that restaurants, resorts, hotels, water parks have badly been affected. So what they can do is they can showcase customers experience stories on their website. Here we are not talking about customer success stories, because it's not about product or service, it's about experience with restaurants, resource, and everything. So here that you can implement customer experience stories. So when something is not working, you can just start with this, and people will want to engage more and more on your website. This will always help you at a later stage when everything becomes so normal. Now, types of client testimonials: video testimonials, social media testimonial, case studies. Video testimonial, videos always works than ever. You have social media testimonial, make posts and post it on the social media platforms. Case studies: when we talk about case studies, what happens is people write businesses write shorter or very long. If you write to the point, like if you are addressing a problem, first go with problem, then come up with methodologies that you used, how much time it took, what tools did you use, and what solutions that you brought out. So if you follow these steps and you write case studies, it always engages more and more people. Simple text form testimonials that we always use on our website, homepage, and everywhere. Short video testimonials. Now, what is the difference between video testimonials and short video testimonials? Video testimonials, you can place it on your YouTube channel, you can place it on website and everywhere. Short video are like 30 seconds or 45 seconds or something. If you want to record 15 to 30 seconds, you can put it on Instagram or Twitter or somewhere, because that also has its own impact. Image format testimonials, we have image and we put it on, so that's also we can use that on all the social media platforms. Online reviews like Google My Business, websites, and everywhere. Quote testimonials in the form of quotes. Interviews. Interviews may range from 20 to 30 minutes or somewhere. Success stories. We can have a dedicated page for all the success stories where you define each and everything, what a particular business was struggling with, and how your brand helped them to achieve their own business goals. So this you can define in that. User generated contents. Let you just encourage your customers to write it on social media platforms, that how they feel about your brand or your services. Customer feedbacks, it may be in the form of surveys, it may be in the form of Google Forms or on website or somewhere. Influencer testimonials, invite some of the influencers one by one and let them have the interaction with your brand, with your service and product, and let them write about your brand and services. That automatically triggers your business and your visibility. Some points to consider for customer testimonial: be clear with the testimonial. What here we mean that when you are taking up some testimonial, please have a conversation with your customer on what points or on what basis you are taking customer testimonials. If you do not ask, or if you just take generic, it will be generic. But if you focus like on deliverables, on resources, on after purchase support, so if you clearly mention that can you provide the customer testimonial on this basis, so it will simplify and refine your customer testimonial. This will again take your brand to the next level. Implement different approach to ask customer for the testimonial. Do not stick with one approach. Take different approaches, try different things, what works for you best, but do not do this approaches and change very frequently. Take some time, work on one or two approaches, and then move it forward. Other things. Do not place all the testimonials at a time. Instead, place them one by one. If you are working on 3 testimonials, place them on your website, then work for other 3. That way you get the visibility, you get the idea what should be improved in the next testimonial that you are working on. So this is the thing. Quick branding tips with customer testimonial. Keep the consistency with font, which is very important. Design layout. The design layout of the customer testimonial that you are placing on your website. Image display. Image display. Suppose if customer is allowing you, so put the image which is very clear to see, how it not very pixelated. So all this matters. Share on various social media channels, considering right day, time, and channel. This is really very, very important. If you are putting customer testimonials at night time, uh, no matter whatever time zone, it is not going to work. But if you put it on, like, let's say in the daytime at 1 p.m. or 3 p.m., it 100% works, and people would like to see and take actions on your website. Craft creative captions for each of the posts and to the point. What happens is sometimes businesses, when they are putting up customer testimonial on social media platform, they simply write, okay, this is the customer testimonial that we have got. But be a little bit creative, add some few points or some things that you have extracted from that testimonial on captions, and then you write or put it on your social media platforms. It works better than ever. Taking the permission of a customer, tag their personal profile or their company page for more visibility. Here, what is important? Taking the permission of a customer. If your customer allows, they tag their personal profiles or company page. This will help. This is a win-win situation, either for the customer also and for your brand also. So both can get a good visibility. And these are the some of the resources that you can implement on your website, on your day-to-day strategy, where you can earn more leads, more business through these strategies for customer testimonials. So with this, I'm thank you. I thank everyone for listening to me. I thank Maya. I thank GoDaddy for giving me this golden opportunity to share the knowledge. Thank you so much.